Right, right, definitely. So data hub is nothing but one of the Anaplan model. Okay. So you will see here in this picture, if you will see there is one data hub, and then there are financial, sales, operation, HR, and other. What are these? These are all other models. Okay.
Hmm.
Financial, sales, operation, HR, and other. And data hub is only one. So the source of data for all these five model. So these models used to be called as a spoke model. Okay. All
Hmm.
five. So for these five model, the source of data is your data hub. And data hub is nothing but one of the Anaplan model only.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
But what is the function of that model? Actually, data hub will have all the superset of data, all data it will be having from the source system. It will bring the data from the source system and it will keep in the data hub. And it will just push only the required data, like whatever is required for finance, it will give to finance. Whatever is required for sales, it will give sales. So on, right?
Hmm.
So ultimately, what data hub do? Data hub can be called as a single source of truth. It holds all the data needed for use cases,
Sir, can
right?
you please repeat the last line?
Yeah. So it is called as a single source of truth.
Okay.
Whatever here written, okay, and as well as it holds the data whatever is required for the use cases. Use cases means all these five model,
Hmm.
spoke model. Okay.
Hmm.
So that is the data hub. So if you will see, what is the now you will think like what is the purpose of having the data hub, right?
Hmm.
Just like why we required even data hub? Can't we directly send data in our spoke model itself? Why we need data hub? Just any uh, throw your ideas, whatever you can think.
So we can get the data easily. I mean, the extraction can be done easily.
Okay. That is can be done in both the cases. If you directly in data hub also and in spoke also. So major benefit is a single source. Like you have all your data compiled in one place only. You need
Okay.
not multiple source system, right?
Hmm.
From everywhere we will be having all the data in the data hub only. Now the okay, then purpose of data hub, making data ready to be pushed. Okay, data staging. These accounts are mapped to a different account. The data hub can include modules for mapping data. Okay, so if you will see here, right, uh, in the data hub also you can do some manipulation. Suppose in the spoke model you want to have the planning requirement only for these two highlighted account. If you will
Hmm.
see, uh, just give me a second. Hello, लगाओगे दीदी एक घंटे में automating. Okay, so here if you will see accounts, there are two accounts, right? This one, like 10035 and this second one, right? So
Hmm.
these two account they want to be using in the planning purpose, but from the source data set, it is coming as a these three account and these two account. But they don't want to plan this individually. They just combine these two account and map to this particular account. Here they combine three account and map to this account. So that can be done in the data hub. Okay,
Hmm.
that's the use of data hub. Now, if we will go to the next. Now, purpose of data hub plans you should okay. Now again we are going through the same topic. Purpose of the data hub. Now data hub ownership, right? So data hub ownership. If you will see, who suppose now data hub has been created. Now who should be the owner of that data hub? Someone should be responsible, right, to
Hmm.
take care of that data uh, in terms of whether the data is coming correctly or any issues with the data. So someone should be having ownership, right?
Hmm.
So who should be having that ownership? That's what like Anaplan is asking, like who should be having the ownership of the data hub. So what they used to call as just a second. Hello?
Yes.
हाँ पापा ठीक है हाँ हाँ ठीक हाँ हाँ ठीक ठीक है okay sorry so if you will see where the ownership lies coordination between owner of the data hub and data sources right
Hmm.
so owner of the data hub and the data sources so you need the coordination right between the data hub and the like the source data from where actually data hub is nothing but from somewhere it is receiving the data right from the source
Hmm.
system
Hmm.
so there should be coordination between the data hub and your source system then only you will be having the right data right otherwise if you don't have the coordination if you are getting something wrong data where you will go and say right how
Hmm.
it will get corrected so you should be having the coordination with the owner of the data source also right
Hmm.
this coordination is required. Now again the question remains like who should be the owner? So owner should be like it should be a co-owner type, right? That's why they are saying coordination.
Hmm.
Like the combined responsibility of both source system as well as the data hub owner. Okay. Now main is the data hub advantages. What is the data hub advantages? The data hub there are multiple advantages of having the data hub like if you will see data and user performance and responsibility so the data hub becomes the single source of truth. So all models connected to it are consistent this includes hierarchies as well as transactional data one source helps accelerate future builds as your list and metadata have been defined so can you imagine like if you have because each model will be having their own list right you need to
Hmm.
create a but if you are individually pushing data in each model, your list might get some differences. Then these models will not be in sync. But if you have all data in Data Hub, and from there only you are creating all the lists, right, for the model, then
Hmm.
it is for sure whatever data will be there here, that is a single source. So in all the models, you will be having the same list, right, with
Hmm.
same. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's what is the benefit of having the data hub. Now, at data hub advantages again, data translation and validation activities that make place in the data hub ensure that the end user receives quality data. Now, in every planning cycles or any planning process or model, the most required thing is to have the good data, quality data, right?
Hmm.
Because if you will be having buggy data or the wrong data then your results is not going to be coming correctly right so to have the good data the data hub plays a vital role how because in the data hub you can do like we were discussing etl also right it extract transform and load so
Hmm.
similar activity you can have in the data hub also if even something is not correct as in terms of data and then only you can send to your spoke model so it will help to increase the quality of data okay
Hmm.
so end user will be benefited accordingly now performance how performance will be improved if you are having data hub just think so here if you will see in the diagram right here one case is data hub is there and you are sending the data to the sales model here you are directly using files and sending your data to the sales model there are two ways right but they
Hmm.
are saying if you are using the data hub that is going to be the faster one rather it will be going to be the slower one okay
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
it is faster to load data from another like why because anaplan model is such a way like module to module input will be always faster rather
Hmm.
than loading the data from the files to model understood
Hmm.
so model to model input is going to be the faster that's why they are saying this is the faster way of uh, doing the data transfer okay
Hmm.
now responsibilities the data hub allows for the separation of Anaplan roles and responsibility. The data hub can have one set of owners and users, and all the spoke model can have different set of users and owners. So suppose finance model will be used by finance team, right? Sales model will be used by the sales team. So their different owner will be there. In the finance part, finance team will be there, and in the sales model, there will be sales ops and sales team, right? But what they need to do with data? They need not to do anything, right? The data will be coming from the data hub then that they will be utilizing just but they will not be doing anything on the data hub. So data hub will be owned by and managed by the COE. COE is nothing but a center of excellence team. So it will be a different team altogether. What we want to say, data hub team will be a separate team. Okay, and
Hmm.
these team will be finance. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So any question till now on this purpose of the data hub, or
No, no,
are you
not
able
yet.
to
Yes, I understood.
following, right? So now purpose of the data hub. Again, on the similar page we are discussing what is the purpose of data hub. So hierarchy data in flat list, right? So
Hmm.
in data hub you need to always remember, you will not be going to build any hierarchy. Hierarchy means, you know, na, hierarchical list, parent child relation.
Hmm.
Parent will be there, child will be there, then
Yes,
their child will be there, so that will not be there in the data hub.
analysis. Oh.
Yeah, that will be only there in the spoke model or the target model, last model, right? So
Hmm.
that's what we need to take care. Like uh, here they are saying the same thing. In a data hub, list are flat. Products flat list doesn't include product families. The product family associated with each product is included in a module. The data from the product details module will be used to create the product hierarchy in the spoke model only,
So
right?
the hierarchy will be created at the last stage, mean at the spoke model.
Exactly, exactly. That we need
Okay.
to understand. In the data hub, only flat list will be there. But if you will go to your spoke model, then your hierarchical list will come in picture. Okay.
Hmm.
So now avoid analytical modules in Data Hub. Now what they are saying, in Data Hub you try to create a minimum calculation module, right? We used to have multiple modules. So they are saying in the Data Hub you don't create lot of logics and calculation. Those things you create in the spoke model only. Why? Because it will slow down the Data Hub if you will create lot of calculation in the Data Hub, because Data Hub used to be having large volume of data, right? So if
Hmm.
you will create those calculation, it will slow down the system. So and
Hmm.
that will not be the good thing, right? So they are saying avoid modeling activities in the data hub. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah. Now avoid deleting reloading list. So these are some best practices they are saying, right? So what they are saying, avoid deleting and reloading. So what generally used to do, whoever used to build these things, right? What they used to do, they used to just create the whole list, and on daily basis they used to delete also the whole list, and again they will load the full list, right? So they are
Hmm.
saying that is not the right approach. Like to create all the list and delete, and then again next day again
Sir,
you
can you
create all
please
the list.
repeat? The voice was disconnecting.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So what I'm saying, they used to suggest, or the best practices, you should not delete your whole list, and then again you should not create the whole list
So well,
in
when
the
I am extracting it from the data hub at that time.
right. Exactly. From source, you are getting data and creating some list, right, in the model,
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
data hub.
Hmm.
At that time, you should not delete the whole list and again create. Why? Because suppose you will be having some incremental data, right? Incremental data means you will be getting some new data in the next day, right? So just
Hmm.
to have that new data, you should not delete everything and just again reload. Rather, whatever is new, that only you should include, right?
Hmm. So this
Okay.
step is happening at the time of we are extracting the data from source to data hub, or from the time we are extracting the data from data hub to the model, Anaplan model.
Right. So here they are telling when source to data, but whatever you are saying, that is correct in both the cases. Either
Okay.
you are doing from source to data hub or from data hub to target or
Okay.
spoke. You should not delete in any case the whole list. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You should follow to only add the required new members. You should not delete. Right.
Okay.
Now, data hub workspace best practices. What are the reason for building and maintaining the data hub in workspace separate from the spoke model? Now, what they are saying, actually, you know, workspace. What is Anaplan workspace? So I will tell you. Workspace is nothing but a space where your model resides. Okay.
So your voice is actually very disconnecting.
Okay. I was asking, do you know what is workspace?
So workspace is the place where I am like building the model and working with the data in the Anaplan.
Yes, correct, correct. So what they are saying, you should have your workspace separated out for data hub model and your spoke model. Your
Hmm.
spoke model should be there in the separate workspace, and your data hub model should be in the different workspace. That you
Hmm.
understand? That is the best practice they are saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
And why it is so? Because this will give them the flexibility to control the security better. Because
Okay.
users will be different. I already told you, users will be different for finance models and data hub, right?
Hmm.
So it will be easier to control the security. That's why they are saying in the different workspace. And also it will give better performance. Okay.
So can you repeat the last portion?
It will give a better performance to the model.
Okay.
So now setting up a data hub design. Okay. Like, so if you will see how data hub will be set, right? Like you might not be able to hear, or you are able to.
So not fully. Sir, can you please give me a moment? There is a lot of sound coming from my background.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Let me know once it is fine. You can start.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. We continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what here, how you will be setting up the data hub they are telling, right? So in data, what you will be focusing, what data is needed for the model decision making, who is defining what data is needed, is the data available in the source system, how much historical data is really needed, what is the granularity of the data. So what is all about this all question is all about, right?
Hmm.
So what they are trying to tell you, like, suppose you need to create a data hub, right?
Hmm.
Then how you will know how you what you needed to create and how you needed to create. So for that, these are all the question you should be asking from the client, right?
Hmm.
You are getting right.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So source system, what system are the data coming from? Is it a trusted source? How many sources are there? Who is the coding person who is preparing the data? Are there any restriction on the data? So all these things you need to discuss with whom? You should
With
be
the client.
discussing with the client. Similarly, schedule. You need to ask them the schedule also. How often does the data need to be transferred in an is this nightly, weekly, monthly? I told you, I think, in first class, right?
Yes, sir.
We should be knowing how much data frequency should be, like monthly, weekly, nightly. So that also you need to check with the client, even it is hourly, and even why, if it is required.
Hmm.
Will the data is the source system be ready at the time of planned imports? Suppose you decided the time, right? This time
Yes,
will
sir.
be
Can you
created.
please repeat the last portion?
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying, like, suppose you decided the time
Yes.
for the data integration, right?
Hmm.
But you need to understand whether that time will suit and the data will be ready in the source system or not. Because in source also data will be keep on updating, right?
Hmm.
So you need to understand whether the data is ready or not. Then only you can decide that right time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So okay. Now next. So see here, they have just shown you the one are the integration systems for the Anaplan.
Hmm.
Using this, like ETL tool and all, using this from source system, you can pull the data into Data Hub.
Hmm.
So they are saying manual load in Data Hub. There should not be a manual load. If you will see, always have this system. Now, setting up a Data Hub should be done in source system and not in Anaplan. Now, what they are saying, setting up a Data Hub should be done in source system and not in not in data grid. It should be done in source system and not in Anaplan. So, what they are saying, anything, any formatting you need, right? Any data correction you need, you should ask the data hub, like source system owner, like you correct the data and send to us. We will not
Hmm.
going to correct the data in the data hub. That's what they are saying, right? Earlier
Okay.
we discussed like three formats were there. So if some similar situation is there, we should not be working that in the ANA plan. Rather, we should ask them like correct the data in the source system, because correcting the data in the source system is easier than correcting the data in the ANA plan.
Sir, can you please the last line?
Yeah, I'm saying like correcting the data in the source is easier than correcting it in the ANA plan.
So the all the corrections will be done before the data hub extracts the data from the source.
Right, it should be. Ideally,
Okay.
it should be.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now, okay. And what there is some question, what can be performed in the source system to get the data ready for the data when you are finished. So now they are asking, just think like what can be done in the source system before it get pulled to the data hub, right? So they are saying request data load, aggregation, quotes and concatenation. Like, so delta loads means what? They are saying you should be having only incremental data. It should not be like on daily basis you are getting full data, right?
Yes.
Aggregation. Uh-huh. Go ahead. Go ahead, Anna.
Sir, can you please repeat? Actually, your voice is very disconnecting.
Okay, okay. Anything is going on in your background? Some noise is coming in between.
So actually,
Some
construction is going on beside my house.
okay, okay. Some cutting and all. It looks like cutting, drilling, right?
But sir, your voice is also very disconnecting.
Okay, okay. So what I was saying, requesting delta loads means what? Only incremental data, right?
Hmm.
And aggregation means what? Already, if some aggregation is required, aggregation means some, suppose some summation is required, right? Summarizing the
Yeah.
data. They are saying it should be also happening in the source system. Now, codes and concatenation. So, whenever you will be creating any list, right? So that list should be having that code, right? Without code, you cannot create the list, right?
Hmm.
So that code should be coming from the source system. They are saying.
Okay.
Like suppose code is required to be created by concatenation of two members, right? So
Hmm.
that should be coming from the source. They are saying concatenation should not be doing in our Anaplan data.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, okay. Now what it is? Manufacturer code product SKU. Rather than, so see here the same question, like if you are having transactional data, right, and you need to create a code because code should be unique. That's why they are concatenating all these things, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they are saying if you are doing this thing, then you should be doing this in the source system only. You
Yes,
should be
sir.
asking them to correct that data and send it across. Okay.
Hmm.
What happened? Why it is not moving? It got hanged. So now they are asking what is the best way to handle list attributes or metadata, right?
Hmm.
So list attribute, what that means? Create a system module to hold the data. So you know in the list also there used to be a column for properties. If
Properties.
you will see in the list, yeah, in Anaplan, if you will see in the list, there will be an option for the properties to add the properties also.
Yes. Yes.
But what they are Yeah, but what they are saying that is not the right approach. You should not be using the properties to enter its attributes of the list member. Rather, you should be creating a module, and there only you have all the properties. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the new recommended approach. Earlier it was there like they were using the properties, but later on they said no, don't use the property, rather create a module. Okay.
Hmm.
So here if you will see here, the properties is there in the list.
Hmm.
So now again they are saying only assign a top level if you want to calculate totals. So here top level is there. They are saying if you have the necessary to calculate the totals, then only you assign here. Otherwise, don't assign anything. Okay, because
Okay.
it will slow down the model if the list is large, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now transactional list numbered or regular. Now they are saying which list you should be using, numbered list or regular list. So they used to say if there is no any specific reason to use numbered list, you go for the regular list. Don't use numbered list.
Okay.
Numbered list only you use when it is specifically required. Okay.
Hmm.
Now creating a code. Now you will see sometimes it is like that you need to create a code without concatenation of multiple accounts. Suppose if you will see your customer account number is there, then bank number is there, then loan number is there, loan amount is there, down payment amount is there, interest rate is there, loan designation date is there, right? Now they
Hmm.
are asking this transaction data what code should include when the spoke model is used to track loan information. So they are asking if you have this data, right? This is something data. Now, which all things you will be using to create a unique combination to have the data in the spoke model, right?
Hmm.
So they are saying bank number and loan number. Why? Since the loan number is created by a branch, the loan number is not unique across the organization and requires the addition of a bank number to make it unique. Customer
Hmm.
can have multiple loans, but they are not unique for loan tracking, right? So what
Hmm.
they are saying, what you can concatenate the account number and the loan number, right?
Hmm.
That will give you a unique combination so that it will not repeat for anyone.
Hmm.
Now, transactional data do's and don'ts they are saying. In transactional data, stay away from a row count as the unique key. Stay away from a row count as the unique key. Means whenever you are creating any list, just don't use row count as a unique.
Okay.
Request two files, one with the transactional key or code and another with the transactional data. Okay. So whatever concatenation they are saying, right?
Hmm.
They are saying you should request two files. One will be only for your list, transactional key. Key means your list. And other will be having all the data. You should not be having one single file and you will be pulling the code also and the data also in the same.
Hmm.
So you should be having two files, they are saying. Now, place metadata or attributes in a system module. Same thing, right? Whatever we were discussing, your metadata or attributes should not be in the list property, rather it should be in the source system module.
Hmm.
Don'ts. Use transactional data or date periods to make the unique code. So you do not use the data, transactional data or date period to make the unique code. So you to making a unique code, you should not concatenate date periods. Include metadata or attributes as properties on a transactional list. So again, same thing. They are saying don't include those as a properties, right? Which I
Hmm.
told you. Rather, you should be having in the system module. Now, system modules for metadata. This is a system module. If you will see, it is dimensioned by the employee list, and here you are having the department, whether he is active or not. What is the country of that employee? What is the start date of that? What is the leave date, and what is the current salary? So these are all metadata for employee, right?
Hmm.
That is there in the system module. Now, setting up a data hub. So if you will see here, now just they are saying you the best practices, right? It is faster to calculate the code for the product only that is to load it than it is. So here, just think of you have one list, right? Chocolate, source, toffee, and fudge
Hmm.
list of chocolates or list of product. Okay. Now you have already one list there. You are already given the code. So just you are using the formula code of item product family, then all the codes are coming. But what you can do here, second option, you can import also, right? With the file you can import this code rather than creating a formula. It can be done, right?
Hmm.
But they are saying these two approach, this is the right approach to create a write a formula rather than loading a data, because it is faster to calculate the for the product family than it is to load it, right?
Hmm.
They are saying it is faster, it should be going in this way. Okay.
Okay.
Now, reason why list properties shouldn't be used. Now they are asking, because I told you, right, list properties should not be used.
Hmm.
Then they are saying, can you tell me the reason why it should not be used? So there are three primary reasons. It is hard to maintain the list with the properties. So it is hard to maintain that list who are
Hmm.
having the properties. The metadata doesn't show up in the model map. So if you will see the model map, right, the metadata will not be shown. Using a list with the properties goes against the DISCO methodology. So DISCO, there is a methodology DISCO. You might be gone through it in the or level two
Yes,
DISCO,
yes.
right?
Hmm.
Data system calculation and output.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's what it is. Doesn't follow that. That's why these are the three reasons why you should not be using the
List
list
properties.
property. Okay. Now, now they are asking you. They have written two formula. Okay, option one and option two. Where in option one they have one line item and they have written this formula. If you will see, find item, cost center, right, left, transactional detail dot code, comma second group, comma three. In second line item, what they are doing right, left. So what they are doing, if you will see in the, they have created two line item. One time they are calculating this, which is your line item one,
Hmm.
and second time line item find item. So this part they are using in the second time.
Hmm.
This only, right? And the line item one. This is coming from here. So they are asking which one will be the faster. Do can you just imagine and just give your thought? Which one should be the faster? Second one or first one?
So I think it will be the second one because as it is divided in two formulas, so it will work faster as each of them have to do less work at the same time.
Exactly, perfect. Actually, this answer, if you will see, right, this answer even very much experienced guys also use not to tell the correctly. That's nice. You told perfectly the right reason. This answer, maximum of guys will make it wrong only. Actually, you are correct. Option two should be the faster.
Hmm.
And why when they are showing some analysis, the Anaplan is done some analysis, right?
Hmm.
So they are showing you the difference, how much difference it is coming from based on using a different test scenario they have done. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So transactional data example. Now the transactional data. So if you will see same thing, we were seeing their bank account number, bank loan number, down payment interest rate, and origination date. So this is a single piece of transactional data for a data hub that will be used for tracking loans. Before loading the transactional data, the customer account number and the bank number should be updated with any new list member. Suppose any new data will come, right, for some any other new customer and their loan account, right?
Hmm.
Again, you need to concatenate and you need to ask from the source itself to provide the new member data. Okay.
Hmm.
Now they are saying the best practices is to create a dashboard for the data validation, right? So what it will do, that dashboard can tell the admin if any customer account missing, zero, customer account details none, bank loan number missing one. So you need to create something from where you can identify is there any issue in the data, right?
Hmm.
Bank loan number details, so they are saying like based on this dashboard they identified that one of the missing data is there and this is what it is. Then they will send to source owner like this data is missing, then they will calculate the missing line and they will check why, what is the problem, why it got missed, right?
Hmm.
So that's what the whole mechanism should be. Now, export to spoke model. Now we came to the next step. Now, till now we were seeing how data used to reach to data hub. Now we are seeing from data hub it is going to financial sales operation. Okay.
Hmm.
What are the two general rules to follow when the exporting from the data hub to spoke models? Now they are saying what is the two general rule we should be following when we are pushing data from data hub to spoke model. So they are saying only export the data needed in the spoke model. Okay.
Hmm.
Only export the data needed in the spoke model means they are saying don't send everything whatever is there in data hub to all the models. Rather, whatever is required for the financial, you send only that. And whatever is required for the sales, you send only that. You don't send whatever is required financial to sales, right?
Hmm.
So that's what they're saying. Set up a saved view module views. List can't be filtered, so don't from them. Okay. So what they are saying, set up a saved view, saved module view. Like in the model, you just create a saved view to pull the data. Like I told you, right? From
Hmm.
module import will be faster. So in that model data hub, you just save a view, and from there you pull the data. Okay.
Hmm.
Don't pull from the list. Why? Because it cannot be filtered. Use delta load. This we are discussing multiple times. Delta load means nothing but a new data. So whatever is a new data, that only you pull. Don't run the same data again and again, right?
Hmm.
So set up the module used to export, use Boolean formatted line item, and only export data with true values. Filter the data by the current period. So whatever is the new data, that only you send. Whatever was the old data, you don't use. Once again, you don't send that, right?
Hmm.
Now use a saved module view. That is, they are saying use a saved module view. How you can create a saved module view? One filter condition per access permitted as a boolean. Multiple condition setup as separate line item. Okay. So suppose you are creating a saved view, right? And
Hmm.
you need to have a multiple conditions to apply that saved view. You want to filter the data in multiple condition, right? So they
Hmm.
are saying you should not be doing that in by adding multiple condition in the view. Rather, you should create a boolean line item and you include all those condition in that boolean line item, and you filter your view based on that boolean line item in the module. You are getting the point.
So can you repeat?
Yes. So you know the save, what is saved view, right?
Hmm.
You use saved line item. So to create that saved view, you should not be applying multiple filter like filter 1, filter 2, filter 3, filter 4. Just you should be applying one filter, and in
Hmm.
that one filter only you should be including all these conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they are saying. Now, code or ID number. If the module you are exporting